Hey y'all, I just got back from a meeting and I decided that I'm going to sit here on my back porch and just relax in this swing, and it's just barely going. But anyway, I got to thinking about y'all and what you're doing today, and I thought, well, the ones who are retired, they're probably taking a nap about right now because it's getting close to 2:30. They may be in a lazy boy. They may be on the couch. They may actually get in the bed. I don't know. But I thought about the retired people and what y'all may be doing. And then I got to thinking about these working mamas. Now, they may have a 9 to 5 job. They may have a 7 or 7:30 to 3 job, like I used to have when I was teaching. And then they're going to come home, and all their children are going to be hungry, and their husbands are going to be hungry. And there's going to be some things sitting around on the floor, like a bunch of shoes and clothes from yesterday. And I know it's hard. It's hard in these days times for y'all, because my husband used to say, well, to wash, all you got to do is just put them in there and press the button. Well, it's not that easy, y'all. You got to go through the house, and half the time when the kids pull their clothes off, I don't know how they do it, but they turn their shirts wrong side outwards and their pants wrong side outwards when they're taking them off. Therefore, when you wash them or throw them in the dryer or whatever, you got to stick your hand down that leg, pull it back this way, and do the same thing for the shirt. And that takes time. But my grandchildren, all my grandchildren do that very same thing. When they take their clothes off, it's the most messed up clothes you have ever seen. Well, and I feel sorry for mamas having to fold and do all that. They need to put those kids busy doing it too. I'm trying to hold this phone. I hadn't got it on the stand today. When I went to my meeting, and y'all know, look at that. We had some grape salad, and I dropped some on my shirt. I'm going to fix to take it off in a little bit. I had to put on an undershirt today. See that thing? I was cold still. It's still cold outside. Anyway, it was good. It was a good meeting. And something I'm going to put in here for y'all, and I'm going to do that real soon. I made a map, a homemade map of Andalusia. And I am going to put that map on Facebook and let you see it, so that if you're ever riding through this way, y'all might want to stop at some of these little boutiques and utiques and antique shops. There's a bunch of those, or you may want to eat here. And so it's a good little town. Everybody's so friendly and nice and everything. But I just got to thinking about y'all today. But it feels so good outside, and my roses are blooming, and it's a beautiful day. And I just wanted to share it with you. And I want to thank y'all for following me. I'm telling you, y'all are the sweetest things. And I got tickled the other day when I put on the mashed potato video. And I was showing y'all that I was doing that steak with a knife to tenderize it. And many people did it like their mamas did it. And let me tell you how it was. Y'all might have read those comments. So a bunch of them take a saucer and turn it on its side and beat that saucer against the steak to tenderize it. And a bunch of you took a glass Coke bottle, turned it upside down, the little part round where you drink your Coke. They tenderized theirs with a Coke bottle. And somebody else said they used a glass to do theirs. And I use a knife. So it doesn't matter how you cook yours or how you tenderize yours, as long as you're tenderizing it. So anyway, I love to read all y'all's comments. And I know you think sometimes I don't even see yours, but I do. I see it. Sometimes it'll be, if it gets too many, I might not see it. But I want to tell you young mothers something. Y'all hang in there and don't wish your life away. Don't say, well, I'll be glad when they get in kindergarten, or I'll be glad when they get out of this teenage stage, or I'll be glad when this, or I'll be glad when that. Because let me tell you, when that day comes, you will have missed their whole growing up. So just enjoy each day with those babies or grandbabies or children or whatever, and love on them, and y'all have a good time. Get out in the yard, spray them with a water hose when they're not expecting it. See what happens. I'll tell you what happened, because I've done it. They'll grab that water hose from you and they'll spray you with it, and that's okay too, because y'all be having a good time. Talking about spraying each other, the other day I was in the kitchen, and I've got one of those little sprayers, on my sink. I've got that old-timey white sink. Well, anyway, I was cleaning the sink part up there at the top where the spigot is and all that, and I accidentally took my rag and went around that sprayer like this, cleaned off the bottom of it, and mashed the handle, and it sprayed right in my face. Just shocked me to death. So anyway, I just want to get on here and talk with y'all a little bit and just tell you how good the Lord is and how sweet y'all are, and life is good, and that little breeze this afternoon feels so good. I'm either gonna have to go in there and get a cup of coffee or some caffeinated tea or something to keep me awake. Even though I slept good last night, I slept real good. I sleep with one of those sleep apnea machines on. Some of you young people, y'all might be snoring. And remember, the only one that can tell you if you need one or not when you're at home is your mate. They'll punch you with their elbow and say, breathe, breathe, quit snoring, quit snoring. If they tell you that, you're snoring. You don't need to be. I see my ring keep popping up in there. See that? That was my daddy's ring. His name was Cecil. And that used to be a C on there for Cecil. Then when we inherited it, George says, I want a G on there for George Gantt. So I took it to a jeweler here in town, and he took the C off, and he put that G on there. Well, I got it upside down, hadn't I? There we go. He put the G on there for George Gantt, my husband, who passed away. I had somebody write in this morning, said they that their husband has dementia, and wanted to know how I did this and how I did that. Well, y'all, all dementia is different, and there's so many different kinds that if I told you what I did in my case, it may not be what you do in your case. So, but I can tell you that I'll tell you in all cases, it's hard on the caregiver, too. It's hard. It's a lot of work, a lot of heartache, and you just, without the Lord, you just can't do it. I mean, it's hard work. Anyway, I'm going to let y'all go. I just want to get on here and talk to you just a little bit and tell you that life's good, and to get out and enjoy it. And there's my bay window right there. Y'all remember when I talked about that bay window? When we moved in this house right here, it was in 1975. I was in my 20s. I was young, didn't know anything. We built this house, and it had a little old bitty window in it. I bet that thing was like a 2 by 36 or something. It was little. And I told George, I said, I want a big bay window in my kitchen. He said, baby, we'll have to knock out the whole wall, that brick, to get you a window in there. I said, I know. So get to knocking. So he got him a contractor over here, and they knocked the brick out, and they built that bay window. And, it's got that platform like that goes out. Well, it makes my kitchen seem 3 times as big as it was. And that's where I keep all my plants and stuff like that. And I love my window. That's one of my favorite parts of my kitchen. And some of these modern houses today, they don't have a kitchen window over their sink. they're just looking at a blank wall or a picture or a mirror or a backsplash. I don't want any of that. I want to be able to look outside. If I got to stay in the kitchen and wash dishes and work, then I want to be able to see outside. What do you say? What you say? Take a picture of your kitchen window. Let's see what everybody's looks like. Some of y'all are gonna have them, and some of y'all got that boring backsplash by yours. You can't see a thing, can you? Oh, glory. I don't know if I told y'all the other day, but I was out working in the yard, and I was raking and stuff and found an Easter egg from last year. It was a plastic one. Do y'all ever do that? Y'all write to me. Let me hear from you, okay? I love you. And make sure that you share videos. And here's the reason. How can I teach others to cook? How can I tell others about Jesus Christ? How can I even be on here without you? Y'all are the answer. You are the answer. So share videos. All you have to do is press one button. I got to do all the work. All you got to do is press. And keep commenting. I love that too. Y'all have a great day. Love you. Bye-bye.